Hub Robotics. Let's get my audio levels checked out here. Let's get that music cut down here and let's get this party started for this wonderful week of April 11th, April 12th. I'm recording on Sunday night here, obviously, and you guys are going to probably look at this on Monday morning, I hope, except for you night owls. That's all good. Welcome to another wonderful week here. I'm just going to flash the kind of exit slide here as to what everything is going on this week, and then I'm just going to walk you through it for our intro, for our intermediate, and for our advanced at this point. Now, at this point, if you're an introductory, you should be ready for the copyright quiz. If you're not, it's okay. I know that the Kahoot we did last week took a few people by surprise. That's okay. There is time for you to fix that up because we're going to do our quiz on Thursday. It'll be some version of a Google form, Google Drive quiz, and we'll go from there. Actually, it might be in D12. Haven't decided yet, but be ready for those questions. All of the quiz questions will be drawn from the questions on the copyright review that I've linked in your checklist. Easy as that. Also, on Thursday, we will talk very briefly about code.org. I'm just going to hop over to my display slide here. And this is code.org for those of you that haven't already signed up. And I know that only one of you in the class has actually added the class at this point. If you haven't done that, there are instructions on how to do that in the checklist in D2L. You can walk by it step by step. And if you haven't checked that in a while, that would be a good time to go take a look. Actually, I have a request here for everybody, intro, intermediate, and advanced in this class. Actually, not advanced because we talk all the time, but for intro and intermediate, guys, could everybody please take a moment to let me know two things in the discussion post early this week as soon as you see this video. The first is that these videos are actually having an effect. You are watching them, they are helping you, they are making your life easier when it comes to this Hub Robotics class. And the other one is just let me know what you're working on this week, what the plan is, where you're at, just a little bit of an update for me so I kind of know where you're sitting at and perhaps can offer some help or perhaps can offer some other resources and things like that. With that being said, for code.org, you guys should be able to get yourselves to lesson number 11. The artist probably finished this one off. That puts you about halfway through. My target, if this was me, I would be trying to get through to the end of lesson number 11 by early next week, so about a week from now. So obviously that's copyright studying and that's a code.org thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, these code.org things really shouldn't be too arduous for you. I mean, this is the first part of lesson 11. It's something that really, honestly, it shouldn't really be taxing you once you figured out some of the logic that goes into it, because, you know, it's relatively standard to finish these off. And I will challenge you, when you go through code.org, it's going to ask you to try to finish these to the green level at the top here. And what you guys can see is that when you finish an assignment or when you finish a lesson, it turns green. If it turns yellow, it means you finished it, but you finished it with too much code. And too much code in this case is a bad thing. You want to be as efficient as possible when coding. Be the lazy coder. Short code, elegant code is the best code. I digress. For intro, that's what I'm looking for this week. Copyright, be ready for Thursday. If you have any issues with that, any questions, they go in the discussion. And code.org, make sure you've gotten yourself started so that maybe by the beginning of next week, you're about halfway through, because I'm going to ask that this be finished up for the end of next week. Hope that all made sense. For intermediate advanced, guys, welcome. Your assignments for this time around are to have finished up the Patents Among Us project, and I know I've looked at a few of those. And for those of you that are, still potentially working on that, that's all good. Finish it up as quickly as you can. We're going to do a check-in tomorrow on that, and we can definitely go from there. The other thing that's on your checklist, I'll just hop over to my main screen here. The other thing that's on your checklist is the Arduino electronics review, and I'm just going to ask that everybody finishes this up this week. And again, we'll talk in class, obviously on Monday morning for this, for 9:30. But I will ask that everyone do their review of blink LEDs, RGB LEDs, as well as digital inputs and the serial monitor at this point. We're going to be playing eventually later this month with things like shift registers and LCD displays. You can actually see the shift register down here actually getting sorted. It's something way more complicated than you've dealt with in Arduino to this point. That's really the point of taking the next steps in this course. With that being said, guys, I'm going to hop back to the exit slide. I'm just going to let you know that this should be a wonderful week. Let me know if you have any problems. You know where things go in the discussion forum. And I look forward to chatting with you all at some point this week and seeing you in class on Monday for the intermediates, advanced, and on Thursday at 9:30 a.m. And again, as per usual, I will send out the link to those rooms the morning of, so keep an eye on your inboxes. Cheers, y'all. See you there.